Hi, this is Brittnee Bond from the Remote Collective. My company helps teams transition to remote work. So right now, with the big need in the world for remote work, I have been getting a crazy amount of messages, and I wanted to make a quick video on some tips that I have found to help teams transition to remote work. First off, I hope you guys are safe and sound wherever you are. It's crazy out there. Everyone's on lockdown, and I just want to put a shout out that I hope your physical safety and that of your family is okay. Secondly, a lot of people are just getting thrown into remote work right now, which I will tell you the first 1 to 3 months of a team working remotely is not smooth, even if you did it on purpose. And right now, everyone's going into remote work not on purpose, or not like without them actually wanting to work remotely, at least not of their own accord, right? So the amount of stress and craziness is upon us. And I was just talking to a company the other day that said that their VPN almost shut down because they had 40,000 people in one day on their VPN. So that's crazy, right? But I just want to tell you some statistics about remote work, because in the long run, after you get over that first initial curve of 1 to 3 months of everyone just trying to figure out how to log on and how to actually do work remotely, it gets better. And remote work has been proven. We have tons of studies that remote work actually is a really good thing. So I want to give you guys some shining light, and I have a couple statistics here that I'm going to share with you before we go further. One of them is that 84% of employees say that remote work solutions have a higher impact on retention rate. So those of you that are HR, this is a good thing. This means that people who have options to work remotely like it, and they actually makes them want to stay in their job more. And it's especially important as millennials get higher up the food chain and become more middle management, and we want to attract and retain them, right? So remote work is a perk that they want. Also, one more is that 69% of remote workers experience a renewed passion for their job, giving them inspiration to bring back to their work. They feel like they're working for a higher purpose or a shared purpose because they have the freedom to see their family more. They have the freedom to have a flexibility of their schedule. All of these things are a positive thing. So let's get into some tips. The things that I see are hitting people the hardest right now is, first off, just the actual tech side of it. Like, how do we get everyone to be able to work remotely? How do we set up VPNs so that people can do it successfully? How do we make sure that all of our IT on the back end is secure? So this is something that we have contractors for at Remote Collective. We go in and we just help handhold you and just make sure that everything is working for you. And that's something that I would really recommend outsourcing, whether it's with me or someone else, it doesn't matter. But you have enough things on your plate trying to make sure that things are working on your team. You don't want to be worried about whether someone can log on or not. You don't want to be worried about if you have 200 or 2,000 employees, whether they can all log on or not. That is not something you want to be dealing with. So the IT, the actual systems of how do we log on and how do we actually do the manual part of working remotely. And then the next layer is our software. So so many people are asking me, should I use Zoom? What other platforms can I use? Is there virtual co-working software that my team can use? Because we need to stay connected, we need to do meetings. Things are crashing on us because some of the software we're using is not used to having so many people on it. Is there options to have software that can keep our team connected and making them feel the same feeling that they have by, the water cooler sensation of just casually talking to someone at work and sparking ideas? There's tons of software out there for that, and I would love to share that all with you. So if you need to know some recommendations on software for culture, systems, or just operational things like, should we use Slack? Should we use Doist? Should we use this and that? I've worked with all of them over the last 5 years. I have a lot of personal connections with a lot of them. I've helped influence some of the way the software has been built out. So please reach out to me if you really need to know that, because I'd be happy to share that. And I also can do a whole video just on that if that's what people would like to know. And then the next layer, the thing that I love doing the most is the culture. So the first mistake I see most teams making is acting like working remotely is exactly the same culture as working in an office. And it's not, because it's not possible to stand up, walk over to someone's desk and say, hey, can I have 5 minutes? I need to talk to you about this project we're working on, or I think there might be a misunderstanding here. Can we just chat about it over lunch? You can't do that when you work remotely, and so it's really easy to have things be miscommunicated, or to have people feel left out, or just to not have the same spark and inspiration and motivation of your team because they're not all in the same room, especially for those of us that are extroverted, because I myself am very extroverted. So there's very specific things that I've worked with teams on in order to help them all work smoothly and be more motivated. And what I will tell you is that in the long run, again, after you get over this hump of like, how do we do this? What are we doing? It can be an amazing and positive thing and actually make your company more money. Which is pretty much what everyone is worried about right now, right? Because we don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know if it's going to be 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. I'm telling my clients that you should aim that this could go on for 6 months and plan accordingly. So like, is your team set up to work remotely on a tech level, a software level, and a cultural level for 6 months? That's what you should be asking yourself. If you need any help with this, again, my name is Brittnee Bond from Remote Collective, and I would be happy to have a consulting chat with you. We need to band together and work this out. You know, I've been doing this for 5 years and I love it. I get passionate about it. I want everyone to work remotely. I don't want us to have a virus that makes us forced into working remotely. I don't want people to be thinking of remote work as a negative thing because they don't have any other choice. I also am extroverted, so I do love going out and talking to people. So I understand the pains and I want to help you guys with it. So that's me. Please reach out to me. There's different options. There's personal consulting with me, or there's what I call our tiger team, which is me, my subcontractors, all of us coming in and auditing your business and doing our best to help you guys make this transition a really positive thing. So again, Brittnee Bond reporting live from Koh Phangan. I'm going to show you what is happening here. This is my view. I hope that you guys all have an amazing day.